Hi guys, welcome to Vlogmas guys, and on today's episode of Vlogmas, on today's edition of Vlogmas, we're going to be talking about specs. When I say specs, I basically mean having a type. So I'll be talking about, is it okay to have a type? Is it necessary? Is it unnecessary? Did I marry my spec? Do I have a spec? That's just what we're going to be talking about today. So I know some of you will be like, what has spec got to do with Christmas, guys? Specs, relationships have every single thing to do with Christmas, because guys, like I always say, during Christmas we have a lot of parties, we have a lot of birthdays, Thanksgiving, like people are celebrating, people are hanging out and drinking. So it only makes sense that we talk about these things, because people are meeting at different places to do some work or meet new faces. I'm so crazy, who knows that rhyme? Anyway, yeah guys, so during this period there are a lot of people traveling here and there, people coming in from out of the country, from different towns and stuff. So we are constantly meeting new people who are our potential specs, husbands and stuff, wives, you know. So I just thought it is going to be interesting if I talked about specs. Okay, so yeah guys, I'm going to be using myself as an example, obviously, like I always do, but I just want to first of all talk about this thing, because these days I just feel like people, when I hear people spec, be it the boys or the girls, I'm just like you guys are not serious. A lot of people focus more on the physical. Like if you ask somebody, who is the kind of person you like to marry, or who is the kind of person you want to be in a serious relationship with, you hear the girls who start saying things like, I want him to be tall, I want him to be dark, or I want him to be fair, I want him to have money, and basically, and then when you ask the guy like, I want her to have bum, you see that bum that is like this, and then I want her to have boobies, and then I want her to be like this. Like, it's mostly about the physical and money. Majority of the time you hear it's always going to be about, he should look like this or he should have this. You hardly hear people talking about the basics, like, okay, he should be well behaved, he should be prayerful, he should be a good communicator and things like that. A lot of people these days, they are just interested in the physical, like who looks good for the gram. Like, we want to do couple goals cannot go with an ugly guy or an ugly girl, a girl that does not have a beautiful shape. Like, no, couple goals has to do more with people who look cute. So if you're not looking cute, you are on your own, you are going to remain single for life. Oh my god, it's not funny, but that's basically it. So first of all, I want to talk about that, in the sense that, why is this whole spec thing not necessary? When you walk on the street, you see a lot of girls, they're complaining, oh, I don't have a boyfriend, oh, I want to get married, oh, I want to be in a relationship. But you look at them and you're like, but I know a couple of people, like I know so many girls who will tell you that they are looking for a relationship, they want to be in a serious relationship, they want to get married, they want to exploit things, but you're looking at them and at the same time there are like 15 boys asking them out, but apparently all those boys don't fit their spec. No, it's because that one is too short, no, it's because this one is like this. And I'm like, okay. So the first thing about this spec thing that just gets me annoyed is that you're limiting yourself. It's true that there are things that attract people, like, okay, there are different kind of looks that attract people, but when you want to start thinking about getting into a serious relationship, dating somebody for marriage, or just for like a life partner, something really serious, sometimes you have to forget about, oh, this person's looks. Like, yeah, looks matter, physical attraction matters, but sometimes you have to look above that, because okay, you could meet the perfect guy, he looks good, or he fits everything, he is tall, dark, handsome, money, everything, but his character is not what you are looking for. So we have to know that we have to look above. A lot of girls will decide to go into the relationship and continue the relationship no matter what, because the one couple goes, because this person fits in that box of their spec. So the first thing about this spec thing is that it limits you. You're dating, but you're not dating with an open mind, because you're like, no, my preference is big boobs. So if this girl has pimples like Kenna here If the girl has pimples and she's not my type, forgetting that a relationship is more than the physical. So yeah, that's the first thing. You're limiting yourself. You could just meet this great person and you don't give them a chance simply because you're looking at it like, no, this person does not have this particular physical attributes, or this person does not have this particular thing that I need, so this person is not my spec, so I cannot be in a relationship with this person. Thing about this whole spec thing that gets me annoyed is just that you're just judging someone without getting to know them. This is something about me, guys. I'm one of those people that could fall in love with anybody, because yes, you're physical. I'm not saying that I can be attracted to everybody, like, no, that's not what I'm saying. But yes, your physical could be a problem to me, like, oh, I'm not attracted, like, this person's physical, it's not really my thing. Okay, it's going to be, but I don't just shut you out when I just see that, oh, this person is not fair skinned and I want a fair skinned person, this person is not fair skinned, so I'm just blocking you out. No, I don't do that. When I see like, oh, this person, oh, it's not my kind of person physically, I still give them a chance, which a lot of people don't do. When they see somebody and the person is like, hey, I'd like to talk to you and stuff, and they look like, this person physically, he's not my thing, so they just block you off. They don't give you a chance. So it just means you're judging that person when you don't know them. You're not giving a chance to them, like, okay, you're talking, let's get to talk. You forget that you talking with that person is you getting to know the person better, and it's only when you get to know the person better that you can connect with the person. That's what I mean by I can fall in love with anybody, because I could still meet you, you're not my type physically, we don't connect like that, but when we get talking, we get that connection, and boom, we kick it up from there. So I'm one of those people who really does not believe like a lot in physical. I believe more in who you are. And again, like I said, not that I'm saying that I don't get attracted to the physical. Normally, it is normal human nature that it's the physical that pulls you first to a person before you start getting to know the person. So in this case, I'm just saying that, okay, even though the physical may not be what I want, I still give that person the benefit of the doubt. I used to, let me not say I still, as if I am still so I would give the person the benefit of the doubt, like, okay, this person is not my person physically, but let's get to talk, let me get to know this person. The person might just be my person in there, though they are not my person out there, you see. So that's the and I know that when I say all these things, a lot of people, especially women, we know ourselves. A woman will come and start telling you that, so you expect me to lower my standards because I am trying to be in a relationship with somebody. I'm not going to lower my standards. I know my value, I know who I am, and I know what I want, and if you don't have what I want, I'm going to leave you and go to who we know those things that we say. Well, this, for me personally, I don't feel that you doing this is in any way lowering your standards. It's just you going out there into the world with an open mind that yes, there might be this person that you don't find physically attractive like that, but that person is a great person, which means sometimes there's people that I've met cases where a lady will meet a man, like the man is not her person physically and all that. When they get to talk, she gets to know this man and she discovers that this is a great person, and then just that inner attraction that you people finally have, you start seeing that short guy, that guy that was short, that you're like, hi, I can never be with the guy that I'm shorter, that is shorter than me. You start seeing that he's short height, like, oh my god, this is so attractive, this is so sweet, you understand? So that's just what I'm saying. Like, go with an open mind. Don't just bar somebody because of the physical. Don't just judge people from the beginning. Okay, that's just what I'm saying. We should be this Christmas period, as you're attending parties, as you're going out and you're on the prowl, you're looking, you're hunting, keep an open mind. Like, okay, this person might not be dressing well, but I can make them who I want them to be. And I am not in any way saying here that I can change somebody. I'm talking about the physical things, not like a character, like you meet a thief and you're like, no, this guy, he's stealing, but I can make him to stop stealing. Or a womanizer, I can make this guy to stop being a womanizer. No, those are not the things I'm talking about. I'm talking about physically. I've seen a couple of girls who tell you that I cannot date this guy because he doesn't know how to dress. I cannot date this guy because his nails are always dirty. I cannot date this guy because he doesn't brush his teeth. I cannot date, like, You understand, things like that. So in this case, I would tell you that you can make them who you want them to be. If you are that girl that knows how to dress, you like to look cute and fly all the time, and you discover that this guy, he's a nice guy, he's handsome, he's everything that you want, but for the fact that that part he's lacking, you can always make him to be what you want. You buy him clothes, come and give him clothes, tell him, no, when you wear this pink and purple, it does not go, you have to wear blue and white. Like, you make him to become who you are, not that you're changing him from being who he is to someone else. That is what I mean. So going to my case, I know some people are like, Kenna, come and tell us about yourself. Like I said before, I am not really all about the physical and physical attraction. Yeah, I get attracted to people, but it's not my major concern. Not major concern. Okay, that's not my major concern. So I can remember, guys, when I was in, I think when I was 25, when I was still working at the TV station, I've said it on this channel a lot of times, I'm that one person that had always been crazy about marriage. I really, like, growing up, I saw all my mother's sisters married with their husbands, everything was going well, so it made me to really want to be in the institution of marriage. So I was always very vocal about it. I was not one of those people that would be sitting quiet and I'm like, no, I don't want to talk too much about it because people will feel that I'm desperate. No, I used to say, like, I want to get married, I would love to get married. So I was very vocal about it, and it got to one point I was like, okay, I want to fast and pray about this thing. Like, I want to meet my partner. I would like to. So I can remember the priest, my priest at that time, turned and told me that I should do a list, guys. I should do a list of everything I want in a man. I put it in my Bible when I'm doing my fasting and prayer, and let's see how it goes. So I can remember I wrote that list and I put it in my Bible. I cannot remember all the points, but I can remember the first thing that I put on the list was that I want a God-fearing man. I said this because for me, God-fearing, I used to feel like, oh, this is what I think. It's not I used to feel, this is what I think. I feel that when you're with somebody who fears God, there's a high probability that the fear of God will always shake him. He could want to do something that is really bad, and just the fact that he fears God, he'll be like, oh my God, this thing is wrong in the eyes of God, I cannot do. So that was why my first point was a God-fearing man. My next point was a hard-working man. Nobody wants to be with a lazy man. You know, those men who they just want to enjoy life, they don't want to work, they just want to be eating off people and stuff like that. I never wanted to find myself in that kind of situation, so I said I wanted a hard-working man. And then the next point was that I wanted a good communicator. I say it all the time, I'm one of those people who likes to talk. I like to talk about my issues. I like to open up about anything that's happening to me, and I like to be honest about my feelings. So I wanted somebody that I can be open and honest about how I feel when it comes to certain situations, and the person should be also able to do that. So that was another point I prayed for. And then the last point, which I'm ashamed to say, was that I said I wanted a dark chocolate guy, like chocolate black guy. Because guys, inside my head I was always like, oh, I want my son should be one dark chocolate guy. Like, ooh, I want a dark chocolate guy. God was just laughing on his throne, like, see me, this idiot. God was laughing because God was like, yeah, fairest kid is going to be a boy. And I was there saying that I want a dark chocolate skin baby boy. God laughed at me though. So yeah, guys, those were the things I put in the Bible. I remember I prayed when I met my husband. I can remember very well. I removed that list and I gave him, and I was like, see for yourself. What I'm basically saying in summary is, it's not a bad thing to have a spec, but we should focus more on the internal qualities, more on the person's character than the physical. Because majority of the time when you get to know somebody and you discover that they are a wonderful person, that the physical part does not mean a lot anymore. Okay, so when you fall in love with somebody for who they are and not because of how they look or what they have, you have it's easier for you to last longer in that relationship than when you just meet somebody and you're all about their physical and all whatnot. That is it for our video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching, and I am going to see you on the next one. Love you. Bye. Mwah.